I'm Jessica Rose Boutwell. I am co-owner of this business with my mom, Joyce Boutwell, and my responsibilities is more on the creative side. I'm the creative director and handle all the business components of Ruze Cake House. I guess what excites me at a wedding is anything that we're able to do for the first time. A lot of brides trust us to test out new ideas on them at their wedding, and it's really cool when we show up and it like all comes to life and it works. You know what I really love? I love cake tables. I love the idea of every guest still getting a slice of cake, but I like pulling back from the more traditional 6-tier cake and doing an assortment of different cakes of different heights. So a cake table is a way to get the best of both worlds. You get the feel of something more Pinteresty, like a display, without the added expense of a dessert table. I think a couple key pieces of information that brides should have in the back of their mind when getting pricing from bakeries is that when a bakery gives you a price per slice, it's not necessarily mean that all of your guests are going to get cake at that price per slice. So for example, we always recommend that not every guest is going to have a slice of cake. We assume that only about 80% of your guests are going to want cake. So that's how we go about pricing. So if you had 100 guests, we'd really only charge you for 80 slices of cake. So that's good to keep in mind when you're comparing bakery to bakery. Find out how they go about figuring out portions to see if you're comparing prices per portions from different bakeries as opposed to just like per cake. Because one bakery's cake might have more slices in it than the other. I know it's very traditional to save the top tier of a wedding cake, but a lot of bakeries these days would much rather offer a complimentary anniversary tier and discourage you from actually saving that top tier and instead serve it to your guests on your wedding day. Maybe save a slice for the sentimental component, but we, for example, offer all of our wedding clients a complimentary anniversary tier, just so they're not eating defrosted old cake on their 1 year. We get a request every so often for grooms cakes. You know, these days the grooms do have a lot of input, and in fact, we typically do multiple flavors in each cake. So what I often see is the bride picks out her favorite and the groom picks out his favorite. We'll typically get emails from potential clients maybe like 6 to 8 months before their wedding. And if they're having an intimate wedding of maybe 20 or 30 guests, we usually actually recommend that they come in and pick up a tasting box and they can enjoy that at home with their family. For larger weddings, we typically meet with the clients and the tasting lasts about an hour and they get to sample 6 of our most popular flavors. More than 50% of the brides who reach out to us are looking for a dessert table. Because they're just so trendy right now and so adorable, and people have been to a wedding where they didn't even eat cake at the end of the night because they were too busy dancing and they totally forget it even exists. So they like the idea of little bites that people can just eat while on the dance floor.
Hi, thank you so much for being here and watching our video. If you like this video and you want to see more local wedding creatives featured, please hit like and subscribe so that our channel can keep growing. My name is Denise Karras. I'm an Arizona wedding photographer, and I will see you at the next one.